Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Dear students and my dear fellows, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. It's a great pleasure to be meeting again through a video lecture class, and I'm highly honored to present my lecture, my 7th lecture actually, on leadership. Dear students, we have discussed in the last classes, we discussed general characteristics of the leaders, different styles of the leaders, creating vision to be achieved, and even we discussed leader from Quran and Sunnah perspectives, and some other aspects, difference between a leader and a manager, leading and managing, and etc. So within the vision of a leader, we said that a leader should have a bigger picture of the vision. The vision should be bigger than having a small vision. The leader should look at the greater good of the people in the society he lives in. He has to be sincere. He has to be accountable for whatever he is doing. He has to know this accountability that is important for people in order to trust the leader. Motivation, he has to motivate the people. So this was a vision a leader should have. The characteristics we discussed were integrity, ability to delegate, communication, self-awareness, gratitude, learning, agility, influence, empathy, courage, and respect. We say that the leader should be taking accurate and complete decisions. He should know about how to take a decision. He has to be able to create teams. For each team he has to assign a leader and then communicate with the leader, and the leader himself should know himself, because if he doesn't know himself, he will not be able to know others. So knowing yourself is the basic principle within the leadership. Gratitude, we say that leader should not be very much proudful or proud of himself, but he has to be thanking others for the good things that they have performed. The leadership should be able to take decisions in difficult times. He has to influence others through his character, through emotional intelligence, or to emotionally, logically, and physically sometimes. Empathy, so he has to increase the interest of people working with him for the work that they are performing. The leadership should give courage to others. He has to be bold himself and has to make others courageous for doing the work. And the last was the respect, that the leader should respect others. He has to listen to everybody in the team and listen to everybody that is in the society, politically speaking. So the types of the leadership, we say that a leader is a coach, visionary, servant, autocratic, laissez-faire, democratic, pace-setter, transformational, transactional, and bureaucratic. We explain each and every of these in great details. So I think we wouldn't need to explain it again. In case if you have questions in the types of the leadership, we will be discussing them all together, or the specific ones that you have problems with. So that was basically the previous lecture, two lectures we discussed. In today's lecture, lecture number 7, we will be discussing creating an inspiring vision and allowing people to achieve it, and the other topic that I haven't written here is the basic human rights that we have in a leader should keep in mind, those human rights. So the first thing, ما شما اینجا نقطه‌وار میخوانیم باز تفصیلاتش پسان در یک داکیومنت دیگه است، از اونجا هم گرفتم میتونیم. The first step to create a shared vision for a leader is to the leader should be clear about the desired destination that he has for the people. You see the quote here, if your vision is clear, the destination is easy to travel. If the vision is unclear at first phase for the leader himself, then it wouldn't be clear for the followers or for the colleagues that he have in the organization. You see, this is very important. وقتی که رهبر خودش نفهمه که چی هدف کم لرلی ځان ته کم ویژن ځان ته ایښی دی نو هغه به نور څنګه پوه کړلی شي. نو اوله خبره دا ده چې رهبر هغې ویژن باندې خپله ځان پوه کړي چې موږ په کومه لاره ځو، چېرته غواړو چې ورسېږو، کومه سي. نو هغه تفصیلات ټول شی نه بیا وروسته په اسانۍ باندې هغه کولی شي چې نور خلک پرې پوه کړي. دې په هکله باندې دلته یو څه نقطې نور هم دي. Clarity is very important in having a clear vision, and the strategy you have, we will be discussing this later on, but it should also be important to understand. Vision, you see here, vision is a destination, a fixed point to which we focus all effort. Strategy is a route, an adoptable path. You see, vision is a destination. So it's a destination where you are keeping your whole efforts to be focused on this destination that you have. So it's very important to have a clear destination, a destination that you can achieve, and the followers can also go with you in such a destination. When people of similar interests come together and share a common vision, the collective energy automatically shoots up. There is a sense of real commitment. You see, if the interests are similar and you have a vision that is common to everyone, so this will help you to energize your friends and your followers, and they will have a commitment towards it, and everybody will be involved in order to achieve that particular goal. There is an example of Google. You know Google. We have an idea of Google. We search, it's a search engine basically. So Google's vision is to provide access to the world's information in one click. You see, so that's basically a very clear vision, that they are trying to connect the world or provide information to the world with one click. This is a very clear vision. So similarly, the leaders should have clear visions, clearly understood to everyone that is working with the leader, and the leader himself should also understand. So that was basically the first point that I was making: a clear destination, clear vision to have. The second one is the dream big. You see, if you are a leader and you have a very small vision, a very small dream, the followers will not be influenced to follow you on that particular vision. So what you are going to do as a leader is to have a big vision and to dream big about it. For example, I forgot the name of this guy, but he said somebody wanted to be like him. He said, you can't be like me because you have actually limited your vision of becoming a very successful person. You could have said, I want to be bigger, better than you, and I want to cross the limits, and I want to go, for example, to the sky. You see, this is how you set up your vision. This is how you have vision in your life, to be dreaming bigger. So this thing reminds me of the poem of Allama Iqbal, that he says, "Muhabbat mujhe un jawanon se hai jo sitaron pe dalte hai kamand," which means that he loves those youth or those young people or persons who have their focus on stars, that they will get those particular stars that are in the sky or that are in the heaven. You see, this is how you dream big. You see in the picture, the person is standing on the top of a mountain and looking at the world and dreaming big about it. So this is how you think about it. Think about the world's best leaders that we have had. For example, Prophet Muhammad, as a Muslim, we could take this example. He had a very big vision. You see, that vision was he was sent as Rahmatun lil Alameen to the whole world. There is no country on the surface of earth where you cannot find a Muslim in it, which believes in God, in prophets, in angels, and in the Prophet, peace be upon him. You see, so this is called a dreaming big scenario. You think about conquering the whole world. You think about bringing that particular change that you have in mind to the whole world, not to a specific area or to a specific people. So this was about dreaming big. Think about the other successful businessmen in economically speaking. They had like bigger visions. Think about, for example, Steve Jobs of Apple company. His products is now like booming in each and every country that is available. Think about, for example, Bill Gates, Microsoft. The products are available in each and every country. Think about other products which are very successful in your country, McDonald's, for example, and etc., etc., etc. So because they dream big, they have a multinational company. Think about Alibaba, which has a very bigger company. So you could be the same if you think big, if you dream big, actually, to be honest. So the third point is to communicate a strong purpose. This picture that you see, ants are there. I have purposely put that. You see, ants have a very strong means of communication. Their communication has been shown in Quran as well, that Sulaiman alayhi salam had communication with ants. So basically, you have to, when you are like trying to have a vision, you have to be able to communicate that vision properly to the people while communicating that particular thing. So this is very important to have a good communication channel to deliver the vision you have, and only then people will be motivated. It's not enough to be busy. So are the ants. The question is, what are we busy about? This is very important. You are busy doing something, but what are you busy about? It means that you have to be able to keep your busyness a factor to let others understand your vision. You see, this is very important. Through your message, through your talking, to your speeches, and through your work, sometimes you influence others. Unless and until you instill a sense of purpose in your team, you will have a hard time truly getting the best performance for them. You see, this is very important, that you have to install تاسو باید موږ او تاسو من هیڅ رهبر باید په دې وتوانیږو چې دغه کوم ویژن یا هدف چې موږ لرو دا په خلکو کې په یو طریقه باندې انجک کړو چې د هغوی کوم استعدادونه چې دي هغه رامخې ته شي او هغوی کار وکړي. دا ډیره مهمه ده. دلته ځینې مثالونه مو ورکړي چې if you try to define it according to your point of view, you will likely experience limited success. In fact, McKinsey's study found that people vary widely in terms of meaningful to them. Thus, if you only convey a purpose that is meaningful to you, there is a good chance that you will leave the majority of your team to be uninspired. You see, whatever message you are communicating, you should communicate it in a way that you do not only comprehend it yourself, but you are able to understand it to the others. If you are not able to convey that purpose, convey that vision to yourself, you'll not be able to approach others, you'll not be able to let others to understand that. So that is very important. You have to communicate it. You have to be able to communicate that purpose to others through using various channels that we have discussed them as well. The fourth point is set strategic goals. That is very important. Very important to set strategic goals. Now, how you set a strategic goal, that is very important. You see, the goal you have should be smart enough. By smart, we could say specific, measurable, achievable, tactical, and let's say, for example, recreational and results based. So a goal that we set, it should be strategically easy to understand, and it should be a goal should be smart. Now, what do we mean by smart? So most people put it that way. That's S for specific, and M for measurable, A for achievable, R for relevant, and T for time bound. So there are different interpretations of the word smart. By specific, we mean that in the goal, what we do that has to be specified, and we have to use words of action in order to understand, let others understand it. By M, we mean measurable. By measurability, we mean that people have to be able to evaluate that particular vision or that particular strategic goal that they have. And that could be measurable through statistical tools, mathematical tools, and etc. And the other part is the achievable. The strategic goal that you have should be achieved. It shouldn't be like only something that you dreamt about, but it should be something that could be easily accessed and achieved. As I said, you can dream big, but you have to have your goals smart to achieve that big dreams that you have. So it should be within your scope, your understanding, within your limits, and within the limits of achievability that you can achieve it, and it should be possible to achieve it, accomplish it, or attain it. There shouldn't be a lot of barriers. I mean, it should be something that is real, and it shouldn't be something that you can only have a fake idea about it, or you can only have dreaming about it. It should be relevant, very important. It should be relevant to your function. If you are speaking based on a business or organization, it should be relevant to your business, relevant to your job, relevant to your field, or the area or the functions that you can handle it. So improves the business in some way. If it is relevant, it will be a factor to improve your business and your work. So that was for R. For time, it should be time bound. You shouldn't dream about something that it could take 100 years, or that you don't know when will you achieve that particular goal. So by smart, the letter T means that it should follow a time limit. You should know, at least as a leader, when it's going to be achieved, and how much time frame or period that you are putting to it. And the last part for T is be specific on date or time frame. Yes, like you say, within these 10 years, I'm going to achieve this particular strategic goal that I have. So if you are more specific, like you say, the solid 2025 inshallah ke ma by hadaf khud merase, this is well and good, even if you specify the month. But sometimes you make an estimated timeline. For example, da awal say ma metanim, ya da awal shash ma metanim. This will also be good, better, rather than not having any time bound or time limit with yourself. So coming to this strategic goal, we should understand that the destination we have, the strategy that we have, it should be complete from all perspectives that we said. It should be smart, and it will be achievable only then if you have a smart vision with yourself. Also, the goal should be bigger to understand, easily achievable that we said, and this is how it's going to work. So there are a few tips to keep in mind as you are setting the goal. For example, it says make sure that the goals are aligned with the vision. The vision about Lirinavi, the Sinavichi vision Kitayosha way Ahdaf Biltaraf Tatauri, Ahdaf by the vision Tatawurase. Remind your team about the vision on a regular basis. Come Lerlit Chitasilari, vision Chilari, full team Tabaga Waichi, دغه شیان مونږ او تاسو ذهن کې و چې په فکر کې وي. And have your people divide those particular bigger goals into smaller goals or objectives that could help them to achieve the vision. Create a system that enables everyone to keep the track of your goals progress. یعنی هدفی است که شما یک تیمی داشته باشین که او یک اکاونتیبیلیتی کنه، یک محاسبه کنه که ما تا کجا رسیدیم، تا کجا نرسیدیم، به اهداف تا کدام حد رسیدیم. مثال در یک سال تا این حد رسیدیم، باید سال دیگه باید با یک نوع مختلف پیش بریم. And this is how it's gonna help you to understand your goals. So basically we discussed four main points to create a shared and a good vision. Be clear about the destination that we have. A leader should be clear. A leader should dream big. A leader should communicate that particular dream and vision that he has in a nicer, in a better way. And the leader should set goals, strategic goals that are smart and that should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So that was all about our 7th lecture. And if you have questions, you can ask in the WhatsApp group, or if there is a place in the software, LMS software, you can ask as well. Thank you for your time. Don't forget about your assignments. I haven't received your assignments, and guys, if you do not submit your assignments, accept my apologies for the marks. You won't receive any marks. So that's very important. Up to now you have like from 3 to 4 assignments and nobody has shared it. I'm going to share my email with you as well in the WhatsApp group, and I think you have it. If you can't share it in the WhatsApp, please email me your assignments. Otherwise you wouldn't be expecting the marks. Thank you for your time. This was the 7th lecture, and inshallah I will be seeing you again in the 8th lecture, in the next lecture. Don't forget to share your comments and questions if you have in the WhatsApp group. Thank you very much, and jazakumullahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.